Jake, I'm so glad you got back in one piece. I couldn't really make out much of your reply messages. Deep Fringe Array is a piece of junk. We got the, object. Not sure what to make of it yet, but we've sent Malkar scans of it, and he's definitely interested. But there's complications. I know, nothing's ever easy in the frontier. Turns out, Baron Hajad's stolen one of Malkar's prized art pieces. These barons fight worse than Scavs and Voids. Malkar wants you to head over to Hajad's barony and get it back. Hajad's parading the theft out in the open to make fun of Malkar.
Malkar is very anxious to have his prized art back, Jake. He asked for you specifically since you found another favorite toy.
No problem, Anna. So what's the story on this Baron Hajad guy?
Of all the Frontier's asteroid barons, Hajad is the worst. I hear he routinely beats his slaves with an electron whip for his own sick enjoyment.
Oh, sounds like a great guy. Don't worry, I'll get this art thing back. Prized art. That's the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel. What kind of psycho would rip off the roof of the Sistine Chapel? That's just plain wrong. But it's pretty impressive. Attention shuttles, oppression and obedience. I'm here to take back Baron Malkar's property. Now hand it over, or I'll disable your ship and take it by force.
Baron Hajad, my most esteemed master, that Bora fighter threatens your property.
Bora, how dare you enter my home! I will not turn over the pretty ceiling. It is mine now. Mine, mine, mine! You will die for such a flagrant intrusion.
Okay, we'll do it the hard way.
Most merciful master, he intends to damage your property. Please don't hurt us, Bora. We're releasing the controls to the chapel. Take it and spare our lives.
Okay, the trick is going to be to get close enough to transfer new destination codes to the Sistine's guidance computer.
Insolent slaves! Your useless lives are forfeit for such behavior! Bad slaves! Dead slaves! You, Bora pilot, you too will die at the hands of my pods! Despot and Punisher! Destroy him now!
I obey, my barons. Targeting the wretch now.
It will soon be yours to toy with, my baron.
Ajad, there's no sense spilling blood over this. Just call back your fighters. The chapel wasn't yours in the first place.
Oh, I'll call them back when they have both the pretty pictures and your head. I will soon have 2 trophies to display.
Your blood will color the stars.
I got that art piece, Anna. It's a little, bigger than I expected. How in blazes did Malkar get his hands on the Sistine Chapel?
I don't think we want to know. Did Ajad give you much trouble?
No, none to speak of. Let Malkar know I'm on my way.
Contacting him now, Jake. Go ahead and make sure it gets there safely.
You know, Anna, seeing all this beautiful art, well, it's got me thinking that maybe you and I could, you know, do something special, like have dinner at one of those Vegas resorts, the fancy ones. You know, not the cheeseball ones.
Sure. I'll, try to get us a table at the Starlight. See you when you get back, Jake.
Who steals from our master?
You guys again. I told you, you can't have this room.
I need help! My shields are down!
loser.
Jake Logan, is that you? I'm told you retrieved my beloved piece from Baron Hajab.
Yep, I've got your little Michelangelo.
Twice I am in debt to the Bora. Give it to me and I will give you the projected device that your people seek. In addition, I intend to compensate your personal credit account for your superb work, Pilot Logan.
Thanks, Baron. Here you go.
Ah, the pride of my collection has returned. What a beautiful piece. A sight like no other.
Yep, time to head back to the base.
Ah, you've recovered a most precious art piece. Here is your reward.
I'm really sorry I couldn't make the Starlight, Jake. I wanted to, but things are getting pretty bad in Bora and Twilight Space. There's so much to do, I just can't leave. Susan needs me. I got confirmation of the safe return of the chapel and the delivery of the glowing crystal you found in the Twilight. Not really sure what all the fuss is about that chapel ceiling. I guess it means more to you soul boys than it does to us spacers. Baron Malkar's left a generous sum of money expressly for you, Jake. Congratulations. He also rewarded the Bora with his advanced projector system, those big rings you saw floating around his asteroid field. Susan says that we need it for the plan she's cooking up. If you want to help, we may have more work for you in Bora or Twilight Space. Talk to you later?
Sistine Chapel recovered. Art lovers everywhere breathed a sigh of relief as the ancient roof of the Sistine Chapel was recovered today. Earlier in the week, this priceless work by Michelangelo was stolen from the private collection of Baron Malkar of the Fringe. Fearing for the historic ceiling's safety, Baron Malkar hired Frontier star pilot Jake Logan to recover it. For several tense minutes, Logan fought against the slaver ships that were transporting the chapel through a rival baron's territory. Fortunately, the ceiling was not damaged during the melee. The Sistine Chapel was built in the 15th century within Earth's Vatican City. In 1508, the great artist Michelangelo Buonarroti was commissioned by the Pope to repaint the entire ceiling of the chapel. It continued to attract tourists until the devastating earthquake of 2059, when much of the building was heavily damaged. Amazingly, the magnificent ceiling stayed wholly intact. After being housed in the Museum of Terran Art for over 400 years, the ceiling was finally sold off to the hands of private collectors.
Now performing personnel scan.